Good afternoon, traders. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be recapping the trades that I made on today. Nonetheless, really good day trading, pretty much almost 100% accuracy. So ended up coming out with a $1,600 trading day. So here we're going to be going over AMD. So this is the first trade, not first trade, but one of the trades on the day here with AMD. So AMD ended up having like a really solid morning, rips. Then it bounces really nice off the VWAP, and then by the time I really started looking at it, I was looking at it around the VWAP, then I went and traded something else, came back, seen it pressing towards highs, and when I recognized this very nice bounce, I ran some Fibonacci retracements, and it looked like we were going to get continuation on this move over highs, so I ended up getting long here, ended up getting long at, and let me shrink this and zoom in a little more. Okay, so I ended up getting long here. Maybe zoom out just a tad bit. There we go. So I ended up getting long at 2,900 shares at $30.93. So right about high a day. We break over, runs up to 31.13. I sell 1,900 shares, keep 1,000. Then it kind of drops out a little bit. I'm like, okay, maybe downsize a little bit more. So I take off another 500 shares at 31.08. So pretty much all out of the order at this, or all out of the trade at this point. Had 500 shares. My target was this green line here at 31.28. We got up to 31.25. Seen some kind of it's struggling, so I ended up taking off another 250 shares there at 31.19. And then set a stop loss in at break even for the last 250 shares at 30.93. So you can see entry 2,900 shares at 30.93. Exit here, last little bit of shares at a break even at 30.93. So all in all, $521 on the trade. So really nice trade. But nonetheless, this was a Fibonacci retracement trade. Ideally, let me zoom out, zoom back in. Basically, this rips in the morning up to here, holds yellow VWAP, continuation, long up and over the break. So that was a fun trade. The whole group, whole trading room was pretty much a good amount of us in the trading room were able to get on that trade because it wasn't too fast, and we were kind of watching it throughout the day, so it wasn't one of those quick scalps, and a lot of us were able to make some good money on it. So I was happy about that one. All right, next trade here. Would be on, what did we trade all today? Let's see. All right, we'll go over to CIEN next. So CIEN. Ended up doing a short trade here. So this was a pretty quick one. So I'm getting short. This was just an earnings play. It was up really big. I would have loved to catch it long, but it started washing out of at the beginning of the day, kind of washing out. I'm like, all right, maybe this turns into one of those earnings plays, just kind of craps out, and we kind of drop really hard. So anyways, this one was actually initially mentioned by one of our members, and he was like, hey, I'm watching this below the VWAP, and I kind of got in and was like, I like that. So I ended up hopping in with him. We went 2,000 shares short below the VWAP as soon as we started pressing below the VWAP. So started getting short 2,000 shares at 41.61. Drops out a little bit, and I could already kind of feel that it wasn't giving us that really fast momentum drop. So I'm like, this might squeeze us. So I ended up taking profit off the table really fast on it. So I was in at 41.61 short 2,000 shares. Took 1,500 off at 41.21. So it was about a 40-cent trade. And then had 500 shares left. Ended up taking those off at 41.43. So all in all, pretty good trade there. It was fast. We wanted more, and if we were correct, this is one of those quick drops. I mean, this could have easily been a $2,000 to $3,000 trade. Ended up taking $687 on that trade. All right, on to the next one. CLDR. This was a quick trade. Was looking for a lot more than this, but you'll take what you can get sometimes. So, this is one of those earnings that kind of fades out, and every once in a while we'll get one of these earnings that reverses and goes to a really nice short squeeze. So that's what I was banking on. So I watch it kind of curl up, gets over the VWAP, and it presses up to the 200. I'm like, okay, I'll take a stab at this. So I end up jumping in 3,000 shares at $5.72, which is like right here. Okay, up and over previous high candle breaking. I'm like, all right, let's see if we can get a nice push, nice squeeze on this. So I end up getting in, long 3,000, 572. It presses up to 578, and I'm like, and even right when I got into it, I could kind of just feel the sellers just holding it down. I'm like, I already don't like it as much as when I first hopped in. So get in, pops up, kind of struggling a little bit. I'm like, not feeling so hot anymore. So I instantly took off majority of the position right there, 2,500 shares at 578. So I ended up making 6 cents on the trade right there. And then, I'm holding the 500 shares. 500 shares gets up to 590, and I'm like, and again, I'm still feeling the selling pressure, just holding it down. So I'm taking the last 500 shares off at 573, and then it craps out. So good to take those shares off. Not the best trade, but was able to manage a win out of it, $134. All right, on to the next one, Tesla. Tesla was the first trade on the day here. All right, so Tesla was a pretty decent early morning squeeze trade. So, basically, if you looked at Tesla this morning, you see it was in kind of a, pretty much someone called this a big, long developing bull flag. That's the way I seen it, right? And so early morning, it drops out. I'm like, okay. And then it comes back up, and I'm like, all right, well, as soon as this breaks over, some of these resistance points pre-market, it probably is going to squeeze up. So I'm like, all right. As soon as we start pressing up towards these highs, I end up getting in at 204.65. So like right, it didn't even break over these little top resistances. I could just feel it was gonna push over. So I'm getting long at 204.65, 250 shares. Squeezes basically almost straight up to a 206.56. So in at 204, 250 shares. So 204.65, 250, squeezes up to 206.56, ended up selling 200 shares, leaving 50 shares on at the break, close to break even. I almost got out close to break even. Ends up coming down to 204.54, take the last 50 shares off, snag $377 there on Tesla. And I was actually watching it late day, anticipating it was going to move back up, and never caught it, kind of missed it, was doing something. And then the only trade I lost on the day was a short on Netflix, which I lost $40. So this is kind of the same situation as yesterday. I was trying to get a short play on Netflix, but it just wasn't a stock to be shorting on the day. So we kind of had this small descending triangle formation. So I ended up kind of shorting this red candle as it was breaking down. Next couple candles come up, could already feel it was going to squeeze, so I took it off instantly. And looking back, I mean, the whole thing was a bullish divergence. Really should have never... Or wait, was it? No, it wasn't. Excuse me. It was not a bullish divergence. Sort of not. But end of the day, I could just kind of feel as soon as I got in the trade that it wasn't going to go in my favor. So I ended up taking it off for a $49 loss, right? So nonetheless, solid day. Pretty solid day here trading. Right there, $1,670. With commission, it came out to like $1,600 on the day. So still really good trading day. Really happy with it. Other than that, guys, that's all the trades for today. All we made, almost 100% accuracy. Really good trading day. So if at any point you guys want to join into our trading room or our private trading room, feel free to do so. We call all these trades out live in real time, so you can follow along or at least learn from it before you go out on your own and trade. So again, feel free. Check out the links in the description of the video. That will have the link to take you to our website where you can join us, where we do this every single day, Monday through Friday. All right, guys, take care. Have a good day, and I'll see you on the next one.